What is up, XRP community? Welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me. I got a lot of information. Let's hop straight into it. Right off the bat, guys, another example of government overreach. We have Apple, the biggest company in the world. They control the App Store. They have a massive amount of influence in the internet age. They're blocking Uniswap, which is the first decentralized exchange. Think of it as like Coinbase or Binance, but it's totally decentralized. Like where I do most of my crypto exchanges on Uniswap. And they're not letting Uniswap launch a self-custodial wallet. No reason given. Tired of our tech overlords gatekeeping the internet. In the early days of the internet, they thought it was only going to be used for email. There were attempts to try and ban the internet. And that's what happens when you have this crazy amount of innovation. There's going to be elites. There's going to be people that have power that don't want to change. They're going to try and block that stuff. Take a listen to this video really quick.
Be a global currency reset with all currencies, but only 204 have agreed to keep their currencies within 5% of each other. The dollar will not be used, and the reserve currency that they will choose out of this 204, whichever one they decide to choose, or maybe another one that they'll decide to choose, and these other countries balance with it. The currency that they do decide that will be the future reserve currency of the world will be backed by gold.
The world reserve currency will be backed by gold. We know the dollar is going to zero. It's been going to zero ever since inception, especially since 1971 and 72, when they removed the dollar from being backed by gold. Now it's a purely speculative fiat currency, and that's the cycle of fiat currencies. No fiat currency throughout history. Look at the British pound, look at the US dollar. This is the cycle they go in. And this future currency that we hear them talking about will have to be backed by hard assets because this fiat money printing cannot continue. As always, guys, I give away $10 of XRP on the channel every single day. So if you want to enter the giveaway, just like the video, subscribe with notifications on, and comment anything in the YouTube comment section below. Winner announced in the video description below. Moving forward, XRP is looking pretty solid, guys. We have a higher low right here, but ultimately it's going to depend what Bitcoin does in the short term to determine what XRP is going to do. Now, of course, if there's a lawsuit, we could totally see XRP decorrelate. As long as we don't see a massive dump in Bitcoin down to the levels of like 2K, then, not 2K, 12K, then I'm still pretty bullish on XRP, and this lawsuit is a massive external factor that not a lot of cryptocurrencies have. None, actually. The only lawsuit that the SEC has right now against one of these major cryptocurrencies, even though there should be a lawsuit against Ethereum, is XRP. I firmly believe XRP will win this lawsuit. That's going to do crazy stuff to the price. Now, an interesting thing about Bitcoin, like I was just saying, Bitcoin does steer the market right now, whether you like it or you don't. Check this out right here. Data from Cointelegraph followed the Bitcoin market as it continued to move in a tight range over the weekend. Look at this right here. Where is it? Right here, yeah. Since the breakdown, Bitcoin has closed each 4-hour candle within a $41 range. If that doesn't scream manipulation, I don't know what does. How can the market move so little after such a massive dump? This is an example to let you guys know the markets don't move randomly. The markets are moved by these market makers with billions and billions of dollars. My international people who are traders, check out Binance in the video description below. You can get a $600 sign-up bonus for depositing on Binance. Moving forward, guys, check out this from The Economist. Get ready for a world currency. One of many examples that the elites are trying to program this into you because it is inevitable. This is the future. A digital currency in CBDCs in a bridge asset that will connect all these CBDCs to unite global trade. The SEC is actually doing something positive here. Today, they announced that they successfully obtained an asset freeze appointment of a receiver and another emergency relief against a Miami-based investment advisor, BK Coin Management LLC. They're calling it Ponzi-like conduct. And yes, we're not big fans of the SEC. but not everything they do is bad. So I just wanted to show you the other side of the organization. Now, the metaverse. The metaverse is a term that we hear a lot. I think it's a lot of BS. I think the original metaverse, Call of Duty lobbies, things like RuneScape, but it's obviously very trendy. Is Ripple investing in a big metaverse rollup? Documents filed show Ripple Labs is the 5th largest investor in Futureverse, a rollup of 8 Web3 companies building on the open metaverse. We've known since the release of the Root white paper that Ripple partnered with Futureverse to integrate XRP's ledger and provide XRP as block rewards. That said, Ripple is participating in the funding round of Futureverse. Futureverse is connected with companies like MasterCard, FIFA, Authentic Brands, Spotify, and more. Global reach of these brands can help drive the masses to the Root network, plus the integration of XRPL. Ripple has invested over $500 million in the crypto ecosystem, and they're doing this because they believe it's the future. The metaverse, whether it is the future or not, is obviously very trendy, so it's good to see Ripple getting their feet wet here. A shocking new case filed by the SEC. The SEC has just filed a case alleging that selling crypto mining equipment and offering hosting services for the equipment constitutes investment contract under the Howey test. This case was filed in Utah. Some of the mining machines at issue are Bitcoin ant miners. Okay. Many public companies doing businesses in the USA today are selling mining equipment and offering hosting services right now. Why I find this crazy is Gary Gensler has said that Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency that's not a security because it doesn't have a website. And now they're going after Bitcoin miners. How could you even argue against that? What's the centralized entity behind these Bitcoin miners? In Ripple connectivity, this is from IBIS Management Associates. IBIS Management Associates, it's a customer-focused, multidisciplinary, international firm, and they provide world-class consulting services. All right, very big firm, international, and this is what they're telling us about Ripple. They now offer exclusive Ripple connectivity. With the practicality and flexibility of having multiple cross-border payment solutions in Ripple in your pocket, there are no more limitations to your banking possibilities. One of many partnerships that we're seeing with the global adoption of XRP happening in real time. If you guys need a spot to get XRP, I buy XRP daily on Uphold. It's sleek, it's simple, it's secure. It's my go-to exchange when I need digital assets. So if you need a spot to get XRP, check out Uphold in the video description below. And moving forward, guys, we have a great clip here from a SEC Commissioner, Esther Pierce. Really the opposite of Gary Gensler when it comes to ideology and outlook on the crypto market. And it really gives me faith in a terrible organization like the SEC.
It's just so frustrating. And people wanted me to ask you, how do we make you the chair of the SEC?
This is not about personalities. This is about an institutional problem that we really need to solve. And so there's a very clear path forward, right? It's too bad we didn't start the path forward a couple of years ago, but we could still do it. So what do? We, the SEC, could put out a discussion document to say, take each of these areas separately, right? What are we going to do on token securities token offerings? What are we going to do on staking? What are we going to do on crypto lending, NFTs, whatever you want to look at? Say, here are some parameters that we're thinking when we look at this. We're seeing these things are sort of signals that something might be a securities offering and therefore would require registration. And here's what we're thinking in terms of what a registration regime would look like, what kind of information we're trying to get out. Okay, so you put that out, then you invite people in to have a public roundtable. And I know that doesn't sound like much, but I think it's important to have these conversations out in the open rather than having them be conversations between us, the regulator, and one entity. You want to make sure that not only the entities offering these products and services or tokens, but also people who would be buying those products and services or tokens have that conversation. Perhaps we could do that jointly with the CFTC. I think that'd be even better. And then from that, we can either develop a rule or an exemptive order, which would then allow people to actually come in and register, because some of those fundamental issues would then be resolved. You wouldn't have to resolve them every time someone comes in. Then our staff, our disclosure staff, could do what it always does, which is work to make sure that the unique aspects of each offering or each product, that those unique aspects are coming through in the disclosures. And that's what we could do. And even if Congress ended up deciding they wanted to legislate, they could draw on all that work we did and use that in writing their legislation.
So not everyone at the SEC has the same opinion as Gary Gensler, and I see this as a positive thing. We have individuals like Esther Pierce that are pulling for this innovation and pulling for companies like Ripple that provide a lot of value to the economic system to cross-border payments, and you want to keep that innovation within your own country. Why would you want to scare that type of innovation away? If you guys want $40 guaranteed for free, sign up with Webull, deposit a penny. You get up to $3,000 in free stocks. Typically, you're just going to get $40 to $300, but it's still a great offer just for signing up, depositing a penny. You're guaranteed $40 in minimum stock value. A link to Webull in the video description below if you want some free stocks. As always, guys, thank you for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, comment Ripple to the moon so I know you finished the video. It supports the channel a lot, and I'm really grateful for that. God bless you guys. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Until next time.